You open the app just to check one thing. 5 minutes later, you are holding your phone, looking at the checkout page. The strange part? You never planned to buy anything. So why did you? Because the app is not simply showing you products. It is showing your brain exactly what it wants to see. A discount makes you feel lucky. A countdown makes you feel rushed. A notification makes you curious. And every swipe gives you another tiny possibility of getting something you want. You think you are choosing what to buy. But what if the app has already influenced the choice before you even make it? This is not just shopping. It is psychology. And once you understand the 5 hidden mechanisms behind these super apps, you may never look at your shopping screen the same way again. 1. The reward before the purchase. The first trick is surprisingly simple. The app does not need to give you a reward immediately. It only needs to make you expect one. When you see a product you like, your brain starts imagining the pleasure of owning it. A new phone. A favorite meal. A new pair of shoes. Or something you never planned to buy. You have not purchased anything yet. But your brain is already anticipating the reward. That anticipation can make scrolling feel surprisingly exciting. You never know what will appear next. Maybe the next product will be cheaper. Maybe there will be a better deal. Maybe you will discover something you never knew you wanted. And that uncertainty keeps you scrolling. Look. Want. Scroll. Discover. Want again. Eventually, you may stop shopping because you need something. And start shopping because the search itself feels rewarding. The purchase becomes the final step in a psychological loop. And once that loop begins, stopping can become much harder than you think. 2. The power of artificial urgency. Imagine seeing a message on your screen. Only 2 left. Or, deal ends in 10 minutes. Suddenly, the same product feels much more valuable. Why? Because your brain hates losing an opportunity. This is known as loss aversion. The fear of missing a good deal can become stronger than the desire to save money. So instead of asking yourself, do I really need this? Your brain starts asking, what if I miss this chance? That tiny change in thinking is extremely powerful. A countdown timer makes you feel like you must decide now. Limited stock makes you feel like someone else might take it. And a flash sale makes waiting feel like a mistake. The product itself has not changed. You have simply been given a deadline. And when you feel rushed, you have less time to think logically. That is why you can sometimes buy something within seconds. And regret it only after the package arrives. The urgency is gone. The countdown has disappeared. And suddenly, so has the desire to buy. The app did not just sell you a product. It sold you the fear of missing out. 3. Why personalized feeds keep you hooked. Super apps are constantly learning from you. What you click. What you search for. What you watch. What you ignore. And most importantly, what makes you stop scrolling. The more you interact with an app, the better it becomes at predicting what might attract you next. You may notice that after searching for one product, suddenly you start seeing similar products everywhere. That is not random. The app is building a picture of your preferences. It learns what catches your attention. And then gives you more of it. Imagine walking into a store where every shelf has been arranged specifically for you. Your favorite brands are everywhere. The products match your taste. And every few seconds, someone places another interesting item directly in front of you. You would probably stay longer. You might even buy more. That is essentially what a personalized feed does. It removes the effort of searching. You no longer have to look for something interesting. The algorithm keeps bringing interesting things to you. And when discovering products becomes effortless, resisting them can become much harder. The app is no longer just responding to your choices. It is learning how to influence your next one. 4. The small purchase trap. Here is another psychological trick that makes spending feel harmless. Make every purchase look small. Instead of thinking about spending $30, you see a discount, free shipping, a coupon, a limited time offer. Maybe the item costs only $5. $5 does not feel dangerous. So you buy it. Then another product appears. Another $5. then another. The problem is that your brain tends to evaluate each purchase separately. $5 feels insignificant. But $5 repeated 10 times is $50. This is the small purchase trap. The app breaks one big spending decision into many tiny decisions. And each decision feels harmless. That makes your resistance weaker. This is also why free shipping can be so powerful. You might add something you never wanted, just to avoid paying a small delivery fee. You are spending more money, while feeling like you are saving money. And that is the trick. The app does not always need to convince you to buy something expensive. Sometimes, it only needs to convince you that one more small purchase does not really matter. Until all those small purchases become a much bigger number. Number 5. When shopping becomes a habit. The most powerful mechanism comes at the end. Habit. At first, you open the app because you need something. Then you open it because you are bored. Then because you want to see what is new. Eventually, you may open it without even thinking. The behavior becomes automatic. A notification appears. You tap it. A product catches your attention. You scroll. You find a deal. You order. And for a moment, you feel satisfied. That satisfaction teaches your brain to repeat the behavior. The next time you feel bored, stressed, or restless, the app becomes an easy escape. And this is where shopping stops being just shopping. It becomes a behavioral loop. Trigger. Browse. Desire. Purchase. Reward. Repeat. The good news is, once you understand the loop, you can start breaking it. Before pressing the buy button, pause for 10 seconds. Ask yourself one simple question. Would I still want this if there were no discount? If the answer is no, you probably did not want the product. You wanted the feeling. And sometimes, the most powerful way to regain control is simply to recognize the moment when an app is trying to control your attention.